The death toll from the flash flooding in Texas is now more than 100, with dozens of people still missing.
While the extent of the damage is massive, the sheer number of lives lost and those affected is having the most tragic impact on that state. Fox's Connor Hansen joins us live from Kerrville, Texas. Connor, it's been almost unbearable to see how much bad news just keeps coming out of Kerrville.
That's right, Courtney. Now several days into this disaster, and the clock is ticking for these rescue crews who are trying to find survivors in extremely difficult terrain, people who may have been swept away by the floodwaters. The death toll climbing higher Monday as rescue and recovery crews comb through areas devastated by this weekend's flooding. Tanya Powell's daughter Ella is one of those still unaccounted for. She last heard from Ella's friends on Friday when floodwaters were rising around her daughter's house.
She said, "Tell my parents that I love them," and then that's the last we've heard from them.
Officials describe the damage as catastrophic. Nearby states and firefighters from Mexico mobilizing their own crews to assist. For now, Texans are rolling up their sleeves and getting to work on cleanup efforts.
This is our home, you know, and it's I always look at it, if I was in these people's positions, how would I feel and what would I want?
Disabled Army veteran Daniel Carlton has friends who died and says he feels a responsibility to help.
Services revolves around my life, in uniform, out of uniform, so I get out here and do what I can.
Scott Ruskin is a Coast Guard rescue swimmer who responded to Camp Mystic. He's been credited with saving 165 people from the floodwaters.
That's just what any Coast Guard rescue swimmer and or any Coast Guard member would have done in that situation, so I was just doing my job.
And the threat may not be over. There's still a chance of more heavy rain in the forecast heading into tomorrow. Back to you.
Yeah, just so grateful for those people who are putting themselves at risk to rescue others, but just so sad to see how many have been killed already. Connor, thanks. Georgia Representative Buddy Carter has shared his granddaughters are safe after escaping the flooding in Texas. They were among the girls at a summer camp.
My granddaughters are okay. One of their cousins, Janie Hunt, is in heaven now, and God has wrapped his arms around her.
In a post on social media, Carter added, "Unfortunately, not everyone was as lucky. My granddaughters lost their cousin, Janie, and many other families are grieving loved ones."
Well, new video into the newsroom tonight shows just how fast those floodwaters rose and how widely they spread. Take a look. You can see the Llano River breach its banks in this time-lapse video. The flooding happened in just a matter of minutes.
Wow. And you can support the effort to help flood victims in Texas. The Fox 5's parent company, Fox Corporation, has made a contribution to the Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country, and that group has started a Kerr County Flood Relief Fund. To make a donation or to get more information, just scan the QR code that's on your screen or head online to go.fox/TX Flood Relief.